Hello and welcome. We're actually kind of under a speaker where they put us here at Panera Bread, which is kind of fun. Little music for y'all in the background. Um, since there's only a couple people on, we're going to do a quick removing blocks exercise, and then we're probably going to kill the live stream unless a few other people jump on. But Jordan and Jessica will be here in a moment, so we'll have more of a collaboration at that point. But as of now, it's just me. So the most interesting thing that I've found about blocks to this as a business, blocks to really anything in life, whether it be sales or anything you're blocked to, there's some mirror there for you to look at. The beautiful part about this business is that whatever your block is, that's what you're hung up on. Like if you're thinking that everyone's going to tell you that it's too expensive, guess what? You think it's too expensive. You know, if you're thinking everyone's going to say, or even if not, if you're thinking everyone's going to say, even if people are saying this to you, people are saying, oh, is this one of those pyramid schemes? Guess what? You got to clean up what your thoughts about what this is, because it's a direct reflection. In fact, this is one of the ways that I prove to myself that the universe is a direct reflection and that we are creating all of our own reality because of it was so easy to see, like, whatever someone's hang up was, that's what everyone was coming to them and telling them, like, oh, it's too I don't have enough time. That's a big one. That's the one I get right now, actually. People tell me they don't have enough time. And that's interesting because that's what I'm struggling with. And so I'm currently myself working on my block with time and focusing on my time abundance so that I don't have people tell me that they don't have enough time. So that's just one example. But it's a really it's a really powerful way to figure out what's blocking you and get past it, because once we unclear or clear up the blocks that we have to doing a business like this, it clears up other parts of your life that you have no idea. Like, this isn't just about making a few dollars or getting a few people healed, or quite a few many people healed with oils. This is more about clearing blocks to what you're uncomfortable with, to your own abundance, to opening up the universe to what all is being offered out there that you're not seeing because you're not in a place to receive. And so that's one of the things I want to talk about, removing blocks. There's a little bit about that. So we're going to move on to, in terms of doing this as a business. I've decided to give it my all and do this full time, and I'm not suggesting everyone do that. But the best way to utilize my time is to and get the best bang for your buck out of showing this to your friends, is utilize the online events that I'm putting together. I've done a lot of research. I've figured out livestream.com. I've figured out Pure Leverage, which is the software I'm using to send emails, autoresponders, doing web broadcasting. I've figured out MailChimp. I've had to do all of those things, and you don't have to. All you've got to do is go in and invite all your Facebook friends to an event, or share a recorded event, even easier. Just send a recording over. It doesn't have to be of me. What I recommend is watch every video that's on my website, josephzenner.com/oils. Watch every video on there and see, or everyone that resonates with you, and see which ones would resonate with your friends. That way, when you send a video to your friends, you can say, hey, this is a video I think you would like, and here's why. But if you're utilizing what I'm already doing and getting your friends on the online meetings, then you can do this from anywhere in the country. We've got people in Austria and England, Ireland and Italy and Australia, Canada, 30 different states just on the Heal It Forward team alone, which is my team. So we've got people all over the place. And so one of the hang-ups some people have had is that I don't have enough support where I'm at. Well, that's why I created this whole online platform. So now, if you want to feel supported, utilize the online classes, the live streams. Now, this one specifically was not for new people. This was not an intro. This is more for, I just shared this with a few new team members that I felt might benefit from removing some blocks and talking about how to do this really easily. One of the most powerful ways to do this easily, set a target, set a target of how many people you want to expose to this information, and set some goals, set some times aside to get this done. and then figure out what it's going to take to get, say, 20 people to watch a video on doTERRA essential oils. And if you just do that one simple step, I like to keep things really simple. If you just do that one simple step, you will have 5 or 6 people ready to join your team. Now, is it super easy to get 20 people to watch a video these days? No. Everyone is dealing with time abundance right now. Things have sped up on the planet. So how do you get around that? Well, the best way to get around that is to make sure people know, first off, that it's important to you. Let them know it's important to you. If it is. If it's not important to you, then don't do it. But if it's important to you, let them know, hey, this is important to me that you check this out. Are you willing to do it? When you get a yes, that means they're actually going to do it. If you just send them a link on Facebook and say, hey, check this out when you get a chance, it'll never happen. 1% maybe will actually check out that video. So it's all about being clear. And going back to blocks for a second, I want to mention that one of the most critical ways to get through blocks is to talk about them. If you're having a block talking to a friend of yours, say your best friend, about this, call them up and say, hey, listen, I'm really blocked because I want to talk to you about this, but I feel like you're going to think I'm trying to sell you something. And that's really not what I'm trying to do. I really want you to just see the information that I've seen and realize the potential of what these oils can do for the health of our families. So tell them your block. Voice it. Be authentic. Be real. If you have a block for whatever reason, voice it to whoever you're going to talk to about it. Be honest with them. Say, this is my block, and this is why I want you to know that this is blocking me. So that's a very powerful way. Just get it out there with authenticity. The other thing is keep some business hours. Business hours are good once you get going with this because, I've got no point now where I need to kind of back up and create some business hours because I've been available to people for a long time, and now I need to take control back of my freedom and not my freedom so much as my free time. I need to take back some of my free time and say, you know what, this is off limits unless there's an emergency. These hours are the hours I work. I'm pretty decent about not scheduling stuff on the weekend, but that's important when you get started to, look at what hours you're going to do this and be strict about it. I do doTERRA on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. There's other times I do it too, but every Tuesday is only doTERRA. So the meetings I schedule are doTERRA meetings. The live meetings are phone meetings. I set up web conferences on Tuesdays. I do meetings on Tuesday nights. So everything Tuesday is doTERRA, and I'm very strict about that. I don't drink on Monday nights. I don't do anything late night on Monday night because I know Tuesday is going to be a full day of this, and that's the dedication that I'm putting into this. One of the things that I've also heard that really works is if you want to make 6 figures doing this, which a ton of people do. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people are making 6 figures doing this. Pretend like you make that already and continue to work your business as if you're already making that, and it will come true. It will actually happen for you. So, one of the other things, what else? If you're online really quickly, can you type in what your name is so I know who's online? Because we're going to do a little interaction if y'all are willing. And Jordan and Jessica should be here shortly, but I might close the live stream down for the discussion with them. That's why I'm kind of putting this together now. What else? So for promotions this month, today is, for those watching this on replay, today is November 6th, 2013. Hey Sam, my most loyal follower of oil classes. So the promotion for November is, you already know this Sam, but if you buy 100 PV or point value or equivalent to dollars pretty much, if you buy $100 worth of product in November before the 15th and in December before the 15th, you get, and this is only for new people joining the business new, then you get free lifelong vitality supplements. So for those that may have someone that's on the fence, this will be a good way to get them off of the fence and to get them to order because it's a $95 value. I mean, why not? It's a great way to get people over the hump. Accountability partners. Accountability partners are super critical. If you have an accountability partner, utilize them. If you don't, find one. Someone who's going to hold you accountable to your goals. Did you work your 10 hours a week this week that you said you were going to work? If you did not, why not? What are you going to do next week to address it? If you only worked 8 hours this week and you committed to me that you would work 10, Can you work 12 hours next week? Can you fit that into your schedule to make up for it? Because if you do things like that, that's what's going to keep you on task. When you know somebody's going to hold you accountable, it's going to keep you on task. And I'm not going to lie, I have been very, very resistant. Talking about blocks, I've been very resistant to having an accountability partner. I've even had a few that I kind of just didn't follow up with because I knew they wouldn't follow up with me. Probably picked them on purpose because they wouldn't hold me accountable. So I've had to hold myself accountable, and it's been a challenge, is the best way I could put that. So I highly recommend for anyone new to this, find an accountability partner for real. It can really make a huge difference in how you do things. So now we're going to move into some Christmas ideas. In terms of Christmas ideas, it's great to have a Christmas party and do it in late November, early December, and have everybody bring some Epsom salt, some recycled glass jars. Sam, you're the master of this, but different products you can make around Christmas time. Look it up online. I'm not going to go through all the recipes, but look it up online on how to create products. Just put doTERRA Christmas products or doTERRA bath products, whatever you want to put into the search box, and find plenty of recipes, plenty of how-tos on how to do it. They have videos on how to do it. But create some stuff with your oils that can not only save you money on your Christmas gifts, but get your friends excited about doing this around Christmas time, and saving money on buying Christmas gifts for themselves. And also just buying doTERRA products as Christmas gifts. The spa line, the spa products are amazing Christmas gifts. They have little packages. They all, they're already all prettied up. Not too expensive for spa products. They're really not bad at all. Sam, are you able to see me okay? Because it keeps showing a little circle. It's kind of distracting me, but it keeps coming in and out from what I'm seeing. But anyway, so that's Christmas. In terms of how to do this easily, the best way to make this easy is to find whatever your niche is, whatever your passion is. Like Sam, yeah, you can hear me right? All right. So like Sam likes to make products and work booths. I like to do emotional healings with people. Our friend Rose likes to heal bikers and truckers and homeless people. Who else? Our friend Patty Adamek, she likes to go to apartment complexes. And if you're going to do this, by the way, go to higher end apartment complexes. Those are the ones that are looking for nutrition classes, looking to fill their bills with, or their schedules with, interesting classes for their guests. And you'd be surprised. She said almost every apartment complex she talked to last year wanted to do it. So she's going to do it again this year. Probably going to do some of that myself just to see if it works this year. But other niches, like Lisa Piper down in League City, she does classes on healing animals, healing your kids. Some people could want to talk to just nurses. Some people could want to fight fibromyalgia. That's another one that Rose does. Like for me, I'm big on autism. I want to help kids with autism, so that's a big niche for me. So I can talk to people about autism because I've done a lot of research on it, and that's a passion of mine. So it's not work when it comes to researching things like autism or whatnot. So regardless of what you decide to do, find your niche. You can't do all niches. I mean, in a way, I kind of like to do all niches, and that's why I created a large team, because that way I could have someone on my team that does each of the different niches, and I can kind of dabble in each with them, but I don't have to, do the whole kit and caboodle of whatever that niche has to offer or is involved with. So, find a niche is really important. Also, find a buddy. Make sure early on you have a buddy to do this with. If you can't find one person to do it with and you're on our team, talk to me. I'll assign you someone that can be your accountability buddy, but also your block buddy. And I'm always here if you have blocks that something's coming up. A lot of people are blocked to money these days, and it's time to clear that. And with group energy, it's incredible what we can do, and that's what the meeting today was about. Is about creating group energy, creating group momentum. What we can create and what we can accomplish as a group is far greater than what any of us can do on our own. And once everyone decides that this is something that they want to do and they want to move forward, and which is just now happening in Houston, by the way, and a lot of these folks have been in the business for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and they're now just saying, okay, you know what? It's time. Let's do this. Like I've had enough of the old way. I don't want to struggle with finances anymore. I'm ready to rock this. Let's do it. And so our timing couldn't be better because more and more people are, coming to us right at the right time and saying, okay, what do we got to do? It's time. And so with the group momentum, it's really valuable in that each group that is formed on your team under you is going to benefit you, and then everyone that goes under them is going to benefit them, and the momentum of everyone working this together benefits everyone. It's not just helping the people at the top. I mean, I have brand new people that have their 3 folks already. Within a month they have their 3 folks, which goes back to Power of 3. Power of 3 is all about just getting your 3 people, which means if they're ordering every month, 100 PV or more, you're getting $50. If you help each of those 3 people get 3 people, you're now getting $250. If you do that one more level down, you're now getting $1,500. So $1,500 just for helping a few other people create some steady income as well. And so it's just you keep repeating that, and it goes on and goes on and goes on. Trying to think of what I didn't cover. I'm doing a little quick, probably about 20 minutes. It looks like we're doing a little quick 20-minute thing because Jordan and Jessica ended up being late, and because there wasn't that many people on the live stream, I decided we're just going to do a quick little training here, and then I'm going to close down the live stream for my meeting with those 2 so that I can focus a little more on what's going on with them and what we're going to do as our little mini team. But I do understand, here's the thing, I understand what it's like to be new. I do. I've been new in a ton of different businesses. And I understand that the first person is the toughest to get. But once you get that first person and you get your team momentum, it's a little easier to get the second. Once you get the third, it's easier to get the fourth. And then before you know it, right now, about 90 to 95% of the checks that I get from doTERRA are not off my own efforts. That took a while to set up, and it took some energy to put into it to get to that point. But it feels really good to be getting paid off the efforts of other people. And I know that when my checks are growing, I wouldn't be able to do that without other people's checks growing. Like it's impossible for me or anyone else to succeed in this without helping other people be successful. So it's like inherent in the business that you cannot be successful being selfish and trying to make it all about you and trying to just, focus on your own income. It just flat out doesn't work. So it absolutely creates a necessity for teamwork. And I love collaboration. I mean, those that know me know that I love connecting people. I love being a collaborator. I love, facilitating group momentum and group energy and creating teams. And what's really fun for me, once you get a big enough team like I have, we have about 145 members on my team in a little over a year, is that now when someone new comes in that I've brought in, I get to look at the different teams and think, okay, which team would this person fit with? Because obviously I've got my 3 on my front line. I've had them for a while. So I've been just filing people under different team members. And so I get to say, okay, which team would this new person resonate with? And then I throw them on that team. I introduce them via Facebook usually to their new team members. And if you're new and I haven't done that to you, fuss at me and I'll make sure and introduce you to whose team you're on. But it's a way to create these little teams that I just know down the road are going to really blossom together. And there's already been a lot of really amazing connections that we've made just from doing that. Watch the cord. Hello. Say hello, Jessica.
Hello.
I'm doing a little mini training now so that we can close it down for our meeting. Come say hi, Jordan, real quick. This is baby Jay. He's been wearing the same shirt for 3 days. Say hi.
I washed it. I cleaned it. Hi.
So does anyone want to announce themselves before we're going to end the live stream here in just a moment. Does anyone have any questions before we end? Questions could be regarded around removing blocks, around who your accountability partner is, or if you want me to assign you one, I can do that. Around how do you invite people to online meetings? That's really easy. You just use Facebook and invite your friends and send the link to that, via Facebook. Washed it, good one. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, Jordan's shirt. Got it. Yeah, that's funny. Jordan didn't wash his shirt. No, I'm just kidding. He probably did. He's a clean kid. He's a clean hippie overall. So yeah, I mean, I've done I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I've done a lot of research on getting myself online, doing this, setting up the Facebook pages for this, sending out huge emails on, with the templates that I've even had to set up through MailChimp. And I've done all that so you don't have to. Like, all you have to do is invite people to the meetings. That's the thing. If you can just invite people to the meetings, I'll take care of the rest and make sure that they know that you can help them get wholesale pricing, because that way they know to go back to you and not just go search doTERRA on the internet and buy some oils off some Joe Blow on the internet. They know that you can help them get wholesale pricing. Homemade Christmas gifts, nice one, Kathy. Yeah, I mean, Christmas gifts are super cool because it shows people that if you're utilizing these oils, they save you money. I mean, so many people are blocked to the fact that they think these oils are expensive. And trust me, I spend $125 every month to buy my oils to stay active, and I understand that's a large amount. And I don't have enough product to make products with. I don't have enough oils to make products with because I use most of my products doing classes. But again, that's my niche. That's what I enjoy doing, teaching classes. I do think everyone that's on this team is quite capable of teaching a class. All you have to do is read the sheet. You don't have to teach as many classes as I do. I burn through my oils because I teach 2 or 3 classes a week. You don't have to teach that many, but all you do is read through the sheet. It's really not intimidating. You just, go through the bullet items on the sheet, answer questions, and tell stories. What you want to do is grab the pull sheets that you teach the classes with and just write down a few cues to yourself for the stories that you have for that portion, and then just tell your little stories right in that portion of the class. That's it. That's how hard it is to teach a class. So don't think you can't start this in your city. It's super easy. I know we have a little bit of an advantage in Houston because we've got a local team here on the ground, but you can also go to doTERRAeveryday.com and find the events in your area. I guarantee you there's an event within 2 to 4 hours of you, if you're in the States, that is, if you're in the United States. Yeah, and Kathy, I support you in your Young Living country. Little quick stat for you, Young Living is bringing on 5,000 new reps per month and losing 5,000 reps per month, mostly to us. doTERRA is bringing on 20,000 per month. Didn't say how much we're losing. I don't think we're losing many. We keep 65% of our customers. Customer retention is 65%, which is really huge. Okay, unless we have any other questions, I think I'm going to wrap it up and get to this other meeting here. Yep, I think that's it. So for those that were late, I'm going to post this. I'm going to publish it right now so you can watch the replay right now. Didn't cover a whole lot of stuff. I wanted to keep it brief, but we went 22 minutes, and I like the length of that. I like concise. It's my lesson for this year is concise. I'll close with this. You probably see me posting about it on my Facebook, but how many people are struggling with lower back problems right now? And most of them don't know it, but this is wealth-related issues. This is related to finance. And so a lot of us, especially the light worker crowd, thinks that, oh, money isn't that important, and, money, I don't need a lot of money, I just need enough to get by. Bullshit. You need enough to get by means you're always struggling to pay the next bill because you have just enough to get by. You don't have any excess. So it's a horrible thing to manifest, in my opinion, for me. And so what I offer to you is what would be possible in your universe if money were not an option, were not a limiting factor anymore, if money were not something you ever thought about. And I remember, I've been an entrepreneur for 3 years, so yes, I've had to struggle with money. But I remember being an engineer and having zero concerns about money. I used to come in from offshore and try to spend all of my money, and I couldn't. I mean, even buying all my friends' drinks, I couldn't spend all of my money. It felt good to not have money as a limiting factor. And now I'm, within 6 months, I'm going to be back at my engineering income. This time it's going to be residual, which means I don't have to work. It's going to come whether I work or not. That's a super powerful thing. What does that open up in my universe? It means I can create whatever I want, and I can, not have money as a limiting factor. If I want to travel across the planet and go do a class in Australia next week, I can do that. So how many people can you help? How many more people can you help with money than without? That's the thing. A lot of healers think that if you just heal enough people and help enough people, money will come. But how many more people could you help if money were already here? This is a vehicle. This is not, I don't think that many of us grew up wanting to be essential oil salespeople. But this is a platform. This is a vehicle that can drive you to have the wealth to create all the different things that you wanted to create, all of your dreams. You know, like I was telling somebody today, an artist, for example. An artist, if they're working 60 hours a week as a waiter, they're not being able to put much energy into their art. So money is their limiter in terms of following their passion. So this is a way to not have a limiting factor in terms of following what your true passion is. Because I'm not pretending that I think all of your passions are oils. Now, you know, you could probably work oils into your passion, even if you're just diffusing it into the room while you're doing your art or whatever. I mean, you can create everything you do into one thing. That's one of the most valuable lessons I've learned, is everything I do is one thing. And for those that know me know I love mixing everything together. You know, that's how I made up the essential oils intuitive emotional healing analysis. I was studying sacred body language translation, I was studying You Can Heal Your Life, and I was studying the oils, and I just put them all together and made a modality. So I'm going to close it out with that. Thank y'all so much. Namaste, y'all. Much love. Peace.